How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. Marky Mark here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my top 5 mods to put on this Honda S2000. I know you guys have been messaging me actually questions on what is things that you can get for this car, and the market for the S2000 is a lot, to be honest with you. I'll show you guys my car, walk around right now, freshly washed and sheesh, looking clean as usual, you know. But I'm gonna show you guys the top 5 things that I recommend when purchasing a car, or not a car, the S2000. But I feel like it really depends on your style, on what you want for the car, on the aftermarket things. But starting off, to be honest with you, mod number 1 would actually be the front lip. So this front lip right here changes the car's look so much, because without this front lip, I don't know, like the car just feels so naked. Like the car doesn't really need to have side skirts or the rear skirt, but just the front lip alone is what diversifies this car from any other S2000s. So I recommend that. And number 2 would actually be get the OEM CR side markers. These side markers are literally the best. They make the car stand out more. I don't know, I'm never a big fan of the amber, as you guys can tell from my Type R, but the clear white makes it so much better. And I'll put a link on top on installing that. So that's number 2. So because of that, so those things already changes your car a lot. Yeah, your car can have like the shittiest paint, but if your car has those, at least it looks pretty decent, you know what I mean? Because I don't know, like the more I drive this S2000, I actually see more people have their own, right? So before hopping into the car, I'll show you guys number 3. So number 3 is actually going to be the seats. I mean, it's pretty debatable, to be honest with you. But the seats, depending on the condition of the leather seats that you have inside the car when purchasing the car, it really makes up your mind if you want aftermarket or not. For me, the leather, as much as I love leather, I just don't like the fact that they rip so easily. And especially with this car being from 2005, I just felt like it was a ticking time bomb. I just feel like those leather seats are just going to rip the moment I get out of it, you know? So, getting these Brom seats was a good deal, to be honest with you. They're so comfortable, and I just feel like driving this car with these seats makes a huge difference, even though there's a rip right there. Never expect everything to be perfect, especially if the car is your daily, or if the car is actually like, you know, if your intention for the car is not like a show car or anything like that, always how do I say it? Always appreciate all the imperfections of your car. For me, I'd rather have imperfections than not. The reason why is because if the car is 100% perfect, right, you would not want to take that car out. You don't even want to drive it. You don't even want to risk dinging it, anything. So I'd rather just have some imperfections, not a lot. I don't want the car fully beat up, but some imperfections, just so, you know, you can just not have to worry too much. And I got that knowledge actually from buying shoes back then. People would buy dead stock shoes. If you know what it means by dead stock, it means the shoes is brand new. VNDS, VVNDS, that's when it's like you worn once, worn twice. But for me, I always search for the shoes that are always like VNDS or VVNDS. The reason why, it's already worn. It is debatable why people don't want to buy worn shoes, but for me, because they were worn, I don't have to worry about keeping them clean or keeping them pretty much in perfect condition, because someone else already did it. So that's also the same how I feel with cars, to be honest with you guys. And yeah, that's just my preference, to be honest with you. But number 3 would be seats. And the bucket seat's always it's so clean in these type of cars. But make sure if you do buy some, make sure it actually fits your car. Don't make the same mistake as me. I bought some Integra Recaros and it ended up not even fitting my car at all. So it just sucks, to be honest with you, but I mean, it is what it is. I'll stick with the Brom for now. But that was number 3 on my top 5. So number 4 is actually gonna be, it's actually a 4 and 4.5. It's gonna be this freaking cup holder. A cup holder that actually works. The reason why, because you can just close it and it's so easy to access. This car, technically the cup holder is just here in the middle. This is nothing. And if you have a huge drink here, mind you, pretend the drink is right here, right? You trying to access the shift knob. I guess, yeah, the shift knob, right? I don't know. I just woke up, to be honest. My English is not that great. When you try to access here, trying to shift gears, right? You're hitting your cup. And most of the time for me, I like to drive the car just resting my arm. That's the most comfortable for me. But if I'm shifting gears literally like this, or like this, or like this, why? I'd rather have this closed. I mean, the only thing here you could put is everything else but a drink. And I don't even know why I have this Jurassic iPhone 2 charger. But, I mean, I guess a piece of history, right? I'll leave that there. But this, what's that called? Not this. This was number 4. Number 5 would be getting a phone mount. For me, I ended up just working with a Subaru phone mount, actually, which is kind of funny to me. I ended up just buying it from a Subaru website. But I ended up putting it here behind the vent and just connecting my phone. It just helps so much, to be honest with you. Connecting the phone there, I just like that easy access, because if you're not, what are you gonna do? You're gonna leave the phone right there, or you're gonna leave your phone right here, and I don't like that. It's very accessible, and you just need the magnet right there, and it's fine, you know. It's the perfect these are 2 perfect things that I fully recommend when buying a S2000. These will help you daily the car so much better. You're not gonna get too annoyed, because just dailying this car, to be honest, like, there's gonna be a lot more things you'll realize when you daily this car that might not really like benefit everyone, and I'd rather just like make a separate video about that. But for the mods, that's number 4, right? So number 5, well, I mean, I guess I put top 5, but there's just gonna be some more mods. I mean, because it's kind of hard to just initiate number 5. It's just the exterior work. Number 5, I would say the wheels. Stock wheels on S2000 don't really look that great. You always want to go for something else. For me, I went with the NKTS 10s. These are actually really nice, and it's running on some BC coilovers right now, so the car is not too low, but it has like that stance look, kinda. Not static though, because I can't go static. The reason why, look at this fucking driveway. Look how steep this driveway is. If it was flat, I would maybe, but the fact that this is so high, I can't even lower my Type R either. So I would say the wheels and the coilovers is what I would pretty much put as mods for the car. And then I would say lastly would be the exhaust. These are running on some medallion exhaust right now. It sounds really good, not too loud, not too low, but the stock exhaust in this car, it doesn't even sound that great, to be honest with you. And I would just change that, and you're pretty much good to go with exterior work. Some people have changed the taillights. I actually wanted to go with the Buddy Club taillights, but I've seen some mixed reviews about like the condensation of that, so I kind of stepped out and just leave the stock look for now. Luckily my headlights are actually pretty clean still, as you guys can tell. The headlights are really clean, so that's pretty much what it is. I mean, the car is very beautiful, it's very mint. I love to drive this thing, to be honest with you. Driving the car in this type of weather, the top down, you really just can't get anything better than that, you know? It's like the most fun. Is that even English word? Funner? I don't know, guys. I'm Filipino, right? English was my second language, so I don't even know if I'm saying it right. But that was those were the top 5, quote unquote, 5 things that I like for this car. If you guys are new to the channel, please support by subscribing down below, as well as like this video. I greatly appreciate it. We just hit that $1,500 subscriber mark. I have not reached a $1,500, especially here on YouTube. If you guys know, YouTube does not pay you that well, but will be one day. Hopefully I have high hopes. So continue to support the channel, guys. Like the video if you guys end up liking it. Check out all my other videos on the S2000, and I even have a couple on the Type R. My most recent one was me telling you guys how I was able to afford all of my cars in the past 4 or 5 years, right? I highly, and I mean highly, recommend checking out that video. The reason why, because I told you guys the secrets, what you needed to do to actually do something, to make a change, to actually afford your dream cars and actually keep it, afford it, you know? So check that out. I'll put the link in the description, and I really appreciate you guys. Let's keep this coming. I know how you guys like the S2000 content, but that's it for the video, guys. This is A Marky Mark. I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?